Well, you know what? We've been doing the weekly money saving tips, but this day it's time for us to do our quarterly edition of our Candyman. You know, where we be sweet to your pocket.
Yeah.
You know, just like now and later. You know, the young kids don't know what a now and later is, but us old folks know what a now and later is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna save you some money now and save you some money later. So number one on the list. If you're a homeowner and you want to save some money, number one on the list, if you want to save some money, is this, people. Review all your insurance policies for your home and your car and bundle when beneficial. Okay? Review all your insurance policies for your home and your car and bundle when beneficial. Because bundling not always right, but the majority of the time, bundling can help you to get a better rate. Okay? So that's the first step you want to do. And this is a very simple process. All you want to do is just once you make up one sheet with all of the data and the information on your house, after you had that talk with that first insurance company, use that for your learning experience. You're going to learn all of the information they're going to want. And then after that right there, you just call the next one and go through. Or you could go online, and when you fill out one of those online ads on YouTube quite often, it's going to put you into a pool, and all of the insurance companies will be calling you. Okay? So what some people do for that is they go ahead and they might get a Google number and get them a Google number temporary and then use that number for that. So when you're through with your insurance pool, you just get rid of that Google number and people not bugging you anymore. Okay? But that's the number one thing you could do, because insurance rates have gone up. Car rates are going up. Car insurance is going up. Reason is because we have so many people around here driving that want to have licenses. So they be banging into people's cars and hitting and runs and increase. So the next thing you want to do, and this one doesn't cost you any money either, do a bi-monthly mortgage. Talk with your lender. The first thing you want to do is go over to bankrate.com. 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 And at bankrate.com, you got to know your interest rates that you're paying on your mortgage and how many years you have left. You can go over to bankrate.com and fill in the information for doing a bi-monthly mortgage, and it will calculate for you how much money you will save over the term of your loan. Okay? It will calculate for you how much money you will save over the term of your loan. So usually it's going to be about 4 to 5 years of payments will be eliminated. So if you just want to take a look at your monthly statement real quick, let's say, for instance, you're paying $1,800 a month in rent and the mortgage right now, and let's say $1,500 of that every month is principal and interest only, then you take that $1,500 and you multiply that by 5, by 10, then you're going to figure out how much money you just saved. And it's just that simple, people. So number one is bundle your insurance policies, then do a bi-monthly mortgage payment, because that's going to save you money in the long term. And remember now, the bi-monthly mortgage payment doesn't cost you any extra money. All you're doing is taking your mortgage payment, dividing it into 2. So you're paying it half at the end of the month, half in the middle of the month. Half at the end, half in the middle. Same thing. You're only making one mortgage payment. You're dividing it into 2. But those 15 days where you're paying early, it's where the benefit comes in. Okay? And so the next thing you want to do this right here. If you replace your roof, and you need to really, people, hold on, let me take a break here. Do this for your neighbor. If your neighbors have replaced their roof and you listening to this program, I just want you to go over there and ask them, did they get a wind mitigation report and get their insurance reduced? Okay? So now, for those of you who are getting ready to get your roof replaced, negotiate a wind mitigation into the deal. Because the roofer already knows people who do the wind mitigation report. Go ahead, after he done gave you the final price, he said, well, the roof gonna be $11,000. You say, Okay, I think. Oh, does that include my free wind mitigation report? Yeah, it's only $150, but get him to pay for it. And once you get that wind mitigation report, the first thing you do is you call up your insurance company, let them know I just put a new roof on my house, and if you check your email, I just sent the wind mitigation report over to you. And watch your insurance drop. Watch your insurance drop. And so what I want you to do to your neighbor, if your neighbors have put on roofs in the last year or two, just go around to them and ask them, did you get your wind mitigation report? Tell them you heard it on WOKB. You heard it from the radio Realtor. If you didn't get a wind mitigation report and you got a new roof on your house, guess what? You're paying too much for your insurance. You're paying too much for your insurance. You are giving away money. And the Candyman don't like that. Candyman don't like you giving away money. Okay? He don't like that at all. Okay? So now the next thing is, we talked about this one about a month or so ago, removing PMI from your payment. Doesn't matter whether you have a conventional mortgage or a FHA mortgage. Let me explain the difference between it. So you could go in your paperwork and find out whether you got a conventional or FHA. On a conventional mortgage, once you have 20% equity in the property, remember that number, once you have 20% equity in the property, you can get an adjustment made on your PMI if you have an FHA mortgage. In other words, you might be paying, say, $200 in PMI. They might reduce it down to $150, $125. Okay? They'll reduce it if you have an FHA. But if you have a conventional mortgage, they will remove it once you have 20% equity in your property. Okay? And my son and daughter-in-law just did this on the house they bought in 𝐂𝐴 about 3 years ago. Prices going up. They got the 20% equity. They got a conventional loan. Guess what they did? The first thing they did with the first month of no PMI, they went out fine dining. Because you know why? Because it was over a $200 decrease in their monthly payment.
That's per month?
That's per month. So you want to do that PMI, people. If you got 20% equity in your property, and all you need to do is just pull up when your mortgage statement comes, just look at your mortgage statement, tell you what the balance is. Okay? And then then open up your computer, go to Zillow, put your property address in, okay, and let it tell you what the approximate value of your property is. Now, Zillow's not entirely accurate, but it gives you a good ballpark of where you are, okay? And if you got more than a 20% spread right there, hey, it's time for you to petition your lender to get your PMI removed, people, and put that money in your pocket. Now, another biggie. Homeowners, please file a homestead exemption. Don't take for granted that it's on there. Don't wait till the last minute to file it, okay? Make sure you got homestead exemption. All you need to do is just go to the Orange County Property Appraiser's office, type your address in on the search bar, and it'll pull up your property, and it'll tell you whether homestead exemption is on your property or not. If it's not and you stand there, guess what? You're paying too much in taxes. Candyman don't like that. Candyman don't like you giving away money. Candyman don't like you giving away money. You need to check and make sure you got your homestead exemption in place, people. Okay? So just go to the Orange County Property Appraiser, type in your property address, and make sure, you know, sometimes they have glitches. It's the government, people. It's the government. I remember when I was staying in Edenville years ago. Now, I done been in my house forever, and I lost my homestead. I said, how I lose my homestead exemption? I ain't been anywhere. I had moved. I hadn't done anything. How I lose my homestead exemption? But I lost it. Now their systems are a little bit better, I think. But you have the responsibility to follow up on it. So just dial it in. So that's another one. So now I just given you all of the ones you could do that really don't cost you anything. Okay? From bundling your insurance, doing the bi-monthly payment. The only one that maybe cost you a little bit was getting your wind mitigation. Removing the PMI didn't cost you anything. So now filing your homestead exemption doesn't cost you anything. Now here's the first one that's going to cost you a little something. Put a timer on your hot water heater. Put a timer on your hot water heater. Do you realize that your hot water is 20 to 30% of your electric bill?
Can I do that, or do I need to get an electrician to do that?
Well, Glenn, you probably can do it because you pretty handy. You work with wires all the time.
I do.
So you okay with it, because I put my own in. I did my own. So you can do it, or you can go ahead and hire an electrician, and they can pretty much tell you up front on that. Just go and take a picture of your hot water heater so that they can see how the wire is going in there, and then they can tell you how much they're going to charge you to put that box in. Okay? But it's not. But it's going to save you 20 to 30% on your electric bill. That's massive. The next biggie is getting a programmable thermostat. A programmable thermostat. So, for instance, like at my house, when my wife leaves in the morning, okay, the thermostat is at 73. When she leaves in the morning, it goes up to 77. Okay, because I don't need it freezing. Okay? In the evening, when she gets ready to come back home, it goes back down to 75. And then by the time we get ready to go to sleep, it drops back down to 73. So it's saving money because I'm a Florida boy. I'm country. So hot don't bother me. I mean, I was out on the corner yesterday over on Washington Shores on Raleigh Street passing out daily breads. I had my sun hat on in 90-degree weather passing out daily breads. Passed out about 150 daily breads yesterday. Okay? So hot don't bother me. So here's another one for you. Okay, so get a programmable thermostat. Now, here is when it gets interesting. Run back-to-back dryer loads so that the dryer is still warm, and always run full loads with your washer machine. Always run full loads with your washing machine and run back-to-back dryer loads. So that means you might run your washing machine with a load. Okay, take that load, save it. Run the next one. Save it, then run back-to-back dryer loads. Run them back-to-back while the dryer is still hot and everything in there. And by the way, people, okay, this one right here is not on my list, but let me tell you this. Whenever you switch dryers, don't put the dryer out by the road. When the dryer break down, take the dryer apart. You're going to find socks. You're going to find money. You're going to find change. You're going to find dollar bills. You're going to find stuff in there. So I'm telling you right now. See, when the people be picking up that dryer on the side, y'all think they want that dryer for that metal. No, they opening up that dryer. Because that's where all the missing socks and them dollar bills that was in your pocket. Hey, this is Harry Bear, your radio realtor. This is your Candyman, people. And I come to save you some money. Because what we don't like you giving away money, people. Hey, this is Harry Bear, your radio realtor with your home sold guaranteed realty.